What'd I tell you? What did I tell you yesterday? I was confident in this Eagles team getting the job done tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. I was confident in them winning and punching their ticket into the Super Bowl. And what did they do? Defensively, my goodness. The defense was on a completely different level in this game. Yes, granted, they're going up against the fourth-string quarterback. Brock Purdy gets injured early in this game on the Niners' first drive. He gets injured. Eagles forced the fumble and all that stuff. Shut down Christian McCaffrey. Their Eagles were just basically feasting the entire day on defense. Hassan Reddick forcing a couple of fumbles in this game. He was an absolute beast. Offensively wise, took a little bit to get going. It looked like there's just a little bit out of sync on the passing game, but I want to give more credit to the 49ers defense for making it a little bit uncomfortable for Jalen Hurts. But our running game came up strong. I wasn't expecting our running game to be that strong, especially with the 49ers, how good they are against the run. But Miles Sanders came to play, even though they weren't like gigantic gains or anything like that. It was those little 3-yard, 4-yard gains, managing to get down the field. Also, it helps with the 49ers just taking an obnoxious, just an unbelievable amount of stupid penalties in this game. Stupid penalties. And to speak of the 49ers in general, that last bit of the second half, basically end of the third going into the end of the game, absolutely pathetic energy. Absolute clown loser energy. My God. How embarrassing can you be? Trent Williams, Greenlaw literally punching Kenneth Gainwell as he's holding the ball, as he's getting, grabbed by 3-4 different people. Trent Williams just choke slamming Kevon Wallace into the ground. Like, what is going on here? You get Jalen Hurts being pushed when he is completely out of bounds into one of those little, camera towers in the sidelines. The 49ers were shook. The 49ers didn't want to play. They were that frustrated. Yeah. Frustration, I get it. You have your quarterback getting injured. You have to put your fourth-string guy in there. The Eagles defense is doing its thing. But don't take it out on the Eagles. Don't take it out on the play. Don't take stupid penalties. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be embarrassing. Don't go choke slamming people, Trent Williams. Like, what is this? What is this? I'm trying to think of one of those, stupid EA football games. Not the Madden. It was one of the the street football games. Or what are we doing here? I couldn't think of a good analogy. I couldn't think of a good comparison. I just can't think when I'm looking at that entire sequence go down. It's just completely embarrassing. It is just screams loser energy. It really does. That makes me lose respect for the 49ers in general. Because I thought their defense, especially in the first half, making Jalen Hurts very uncomfortable, they did a really good job. But what they did at the end of the game, that just completely loses all the respect I had for them. Like, seriously, you're going to do that? Like, go down classy. Don't go beating people up because you're that frustrated. Like, it's ridiculous at that point. It's clown loser energy. It's what it is. It's pathetic. It's absolutely embarrassing. That entire team should be embarrassed in themselves. My goodness. That was just a joke. It was. Did the Eagles get away with some things, especially that Devontae Smith catch early in the game on fourth down? Yes, that they definitely got away with that. At first, it's a smart play by Devontae to get the ball snapped going very quickly right after the play because he probably knew that he didn't fully have possession of the ball. You can clearly see on one of the other angles of the replay that the ball hit the ground. Live action, the catch looked amazing. Would look at the replay a couple of minutes later, it's like, you get that little grimace there. But the Eagles did the right thing. They got into play right away to snap the ball before they could do any type of review on the play. So that's just smart things brewing there by the Eagles overall. They just took advantage of it. But the 49ers, they were just taking stupid penalties. I would say probably the more questionable one was roughing the kicker. I would think the roughing the kicker one was a little more questionable. It probably could have gone either way. But still, in that situation, with the way the refs are calling the game, and this definitely was a case of ref ball, you just can't take that chance. You can't take that risk. You can't be that stupid. And you're putting yourself in just terrible positions. Yeah, the Eagles, when they force a couple of, downs, they force a fumble, they don't score on that, they get the Niners to go down on another play. They can't score in either of those, and they're giving the Niners a chance to creep back into the game. Get Joseph coming in here, fourth-string quarterback for the Niners, and, basically what it is, not Joseph, Josh Johnson. I don't know why I thought Joseph. But you got Josh Johnson coming in here, and basically the entire thing was just hand the ball to Christian McCaffrey. Either it was just handed on the RPO option, or it was just, basically handed it off on checkdowns to Christian McCaffrey. And, some bad tackling on the Eagles' perspective near the end of that second quarter, and it resulted in a tie game. Then the Eagles, they go back down the field. Granted, some of that was helped by the 49ers penalties. They converted. Miles Sanders, another touchdown, his second of the game. And then the Eagles, Hassan Reddick forces another fumble, going up, basically attacking Johnson. Gets another fumble. Eagles go back the other way. They score Boston Scott. So the running game being very effective in this one, which is very nice to see. So instead of a 7-7 tie going near the half, it becomes a 14-7 game, and it instantly becomes 21-7, just like that at the end of the half. And honestly, by that time, the game was over. The game felt over. They tried to bring back Brock Purdy after Johnson left with a concussion. Just wasn't enough. You can clearly tell Purdy was not able to throw the ball. It was just constantly handing it off to Debo or Christian McCaffrey the entire time. Maybe some, small plays to Kittle. But they weren't able to do anything. They weren't able to do anything on offense. And yeah, that's unfortunate because their guys got injured. But you got to play with the cards you're dealt. And the Eagles defense, they came to play. This Eagles defense, man, just absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Right now, I don't see anyone that can stop this. And people wonder if they played the Giants. Oh, they played this version of the 49ers. Give me a break. Give me a break. Eagles don't control who they play. They play the games that are in front of them. Now they're either going to be playing either the Chiefs or the Bengals, who are currently playing right now. It's going to be one of those two teams. And yeah, that's definitely going to be one of the tougher teams the Eagles have probably played. I would say the 49ers were definitely a tougher team, probably more than like the Bengals, defensively wise. I would say defensively, the Chiefs and the Bengals don't compare to what the 49ers are. So that definitely probably helps the Eagles' perspective, maybe more on the passing side of the game. But still, when you have going up against a Joe Burrow or a Pat Mahomes, that's definitely going to be a lot of tough. Even Pat Mahomes with a high ankle sprain, it's definitely going to be tough. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But you can't control the schedule. You just play the games that are in front of you. And you take advantage of it. Bad team or good team, whatever it is. Be ready for the competition. And that's what this Eagles team has done all year long. See so many people complaining about the schedule. Oh, they had an easy schedule. Oh, they're playing the Giants. Oh, they're playing a banged-up 49ers team. It's the easiest run to a Super Bowl in the world. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Stop. Stop. You're just making yourself look stupid. It's basically it. My God. Going to the Super Bowl, man. Like I said, I was confident in this team coming into this game, and I couldn't be more happy. I could not be more happy. Jalen Hurts, like I said, he looked very shaky in this game, especially on the run side, on the pass side. But later on in the game, especially in the third quarter, he took over with his legs. Made some good plays. Like I said, the third quarter was definitely more help to the 49ers penalties, but you take advantage of that whenever you can get it. Hurts stepped up at the end of the game, and he definitely needs this rest, most likely for that shoulder, going into the bye week, basically, before the Super Bowl. So you get a nice 2-week rest there. Same thing with a lot of other guys. Lane Johnson gets that rest. Hopefully that Landon Dickerson injury is not as bad as it looked. And you rest up some guys that desperately need it. And you get ready to play whoever you're going to be playing between the Chiefs and the Bengals. It's going to be a fun anticipation for Super Bowl week, but we all got a nice week off, not having to, with the anticipation of the Super Bowl. That won't start until next week, basically. And it's going to be like, oh, man, I want it to be Super Bowl. At least we get a nice week off to prepare for everything. So that's going to be nice. They get a nice week off, relax, not have to worry about anything. It'd be nice to feel that. It definitely would be. And just looking at some stats in this game, Kenneth Gainwell, man. Who would have thought Kenneth Gainwell could be he didn't have as fantastic of a game like he had against the Giants, but he came up with some big plays in this game, definitely. He had 14 carries, 48 yards. Miles Sanders, I thought he had a pretty solid game. He had 2 touchdowns, 11 carries, 42 yards. Jalen Hurts, he ran the ball 11 times, 39 yards total. He got a touchdown. Boston Scott got a touchdown, 6 carries, 21 yards. Jalen Hurts on the passing side definitely struggled, but I do think that's more credited to the 49ers defense. They made a couple of nice plays on Devontae Smith, on A.J. Brown a good amount of times, so that definitely was more, I would say, factor to that. But also in that, I believe it was the first quarter or the second quarter, Jalen Hurts did overthrow A.J. Brown, who would have had an easy touchdown on that play. Would have been a long touchdown, would have been easy. But, hey, you were through him. Sometimes that happens. You just got to shake it up and go to the next play. That's all you got to do. But Jalen Hurts stepped up with his legs at the end of the game. That's all that matters. Get the rest. It's what you need, and you move on. Looking at some of the receivers, Devontae Smith, 2 receptions for 36 yards. A.J. Brown, 4 receptions for 28. He was definitely targeted a lot more in this game. Kenneth Gainwell, he had 26 yards. Dallas Goedert, he had 5 receptions for 23. And basically, it was just look at the defensive side of the game. Reed Blankenship, he forced a fumble in this game later on, basically when the backups were out there. Gardner-Johnson, I thought he had a pretty solid game. James Bradbury looked solid. TJ Edwards. What was it? Was it Marcus Epps that missed the play? Was it TJ Edwards or was it Marcus Epps that missed the play on Christian McCaffrey? I'm not entirely sure on that point, but Hassan Reddick, man, 2 sacks in this game. He forced a couple of fumbles, recovered the one later on in the end of the second half, and he forced that fumble, which eventually did hurt Purdy in that instance. But seriously, who else? Marcus, what am I thinking of? I was going to say Marcus Epps, but I was thinking of Josh Sweat first. I don't know why I was going to call him Marcus Epps. Who else? Just trying to think overall. Brandon Graham had a solid game. Ndamukong Suh, I thought he was pretty noticeable out there. Javon Hargrave. Overall, defense just did its job. And I think that's the most important thing to think about right there. Defense did its job. It's fun. It's good times, man. Good times. Good times. Go into the Super Bowl. Go into the Super Bowl. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, we're going to the bowl, people. Let's enjoy this ride. We had a little taste with the Phillies, with their World Series run, but it's time for the Eagles to get the job done, get that championship back to Philadelphia to get a parade on Broad Street. There's already people going crazy on Broad Street already, as the Chiefs just look like they got a touchdown. I'm not entirely sure, and it might be an incomplete pass at that point. Yep, it is 4th down, so Bengals forced that. Currently have this game on the background. It looks like the Chiefs might be going for a field goal at this point early on in the game. But still, that game is nowhere close to being over. It could be either Chiefs, it could be either Bengals. We just got to wait and see at that point. And yeah, have some fun times. But man, the 49ers lost so much respect for them. Trent Williams, disgusting. It's just stupid. Why are you doing that? It's disgraceful at that point. Shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, it's where we stand. We're going to the Super Bowl. And we do have anytime hotline call right here. Have one from Sean once again. Let's see what he has to say about today's game.
We're going to Arizona with Amadeo, baby. First class accommodations all the way. We're breaking out the bubbly. Woo! So did Hassan Reddick channel his inner Joel Embiid today or what? You're going to diss me as far as awards and recognition in the postseason? I'll show you. The guy was dominant in the first half. I mean, just unbelievable performance. Congratulations to the Eagles, coaching staff, players, etc. But the work is not done. I mean, we got one more box to check. We have more I's to dot and T's to cross. I don't want to go to Arizona and lose. I mean, let's finish this deal. But again, a great accomplishment. You know, I guess that we still haven't beaten anybody talk is going to cease and desist from now on. Philadelphia Eagles, NFC champions, baby.
We haven't beat anyone talk. It's still going to happen. People are still doing that through Twitter. They're saying, because we beat the Giants and we beat this version of the 49ers down to the 4th string quarterback, we still went up against the 49ers defense. We still managed to beat that. And people are still going to spout that stupid nonsense with the schedule and everything like that. Just use it as fuel. Use it as fuel for the fire and use that energy on the field. Like, seriously, Hassan Reddick, how the hell is he not even close to a Defensive Player of the Year finalist? I just don't get it. All this dude gets is sacks. All he does. It's all he does. He's just a beast out there. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's amazing. But man, how is he not even close to being a finalist for Defensive Player of the Year? It doesn't make sense. Maybe he's channeling that inner rage. Maybe. Might be channeling that inner rage. But yeah, man. I wish I can get, like Sean, I wish I can give everyone first class tickets to Arizona. It's not going to happen, sadly. But yeah, pop the bubbly, enjoy this time, but you're also right there. I don't want to go to Arizona and lose. I want to win. I want another championship for this city. I want to see a parade down Broad Street. I want to party down Broad Street. I'm not doing it today because I feel like the job's not done yet. It's a good day to celebrate right here, but I don't want to get fully involved in that moment because job's still not done. One more task to go, one more check mark to check off. And that's winning a Super Bowl, getting that Lombardi back to Philadelphia. Second Lombardi in team franchise history. This city needs it, man. Like I said many times, we got a taste with the Phillies World Series run. They didn't get the job done, even though they weren't expected to. They were going up against the powerhouse in the Houston Astros. This Eagles team is different. This Eagles team is different. They're one of the powerhouses in the NFL. Whatever people want to tell you with the stupid schedule, the type of competition they played in the playoffs, shut up. Shut up. This team deserves to be in this position. They deserve to win this game. They deserve it. And I believe they're going to come out. Nick Sirianni, everyone, prepare for that Super Bowl in Arizona in a couple of weeks. I'm confident in this team. We all should be confident in this team. Enjoy the ride, man. Enjoy the ride. But still, job's not done. Go down in Arizona in a couple of weeks. Let's get that Lombardi. Man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I hope everyone here enjoys the rest of their night watching the rest of this Bengals-Chiefs game that just started. It looks like the Chiefs are going for a field goal, and it looks like he just made it, and the Chiefs take a 3-0 lead there. 8 minutes left in the first quarter. But hopefully everyone enjoys their night. I hope so. Enjoy it. Watch the rest of this game. And we get this nice week off here, not having to worry about anything. And then we move on to Super Bowl week. It's going to be a fun time, people. It's going to be fun. Hope we all enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of the night. I know I keep saying that, but still, enjoy it. I hear a lot of people around my neighborhood partying. Let's keep at it. But still, job's not done yet. So, thank you for joining tonight's stream, everyone. Do not forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Do not forget to check out the description. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. It does me a great deal. Hit the subscribe button. Join the TTP Sports family for all Philadelphia sports recaps and events. Also, don't forget to use the code TTP Sports, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. And maybe you can get your $20 off a Super Bowl ticket if they're even selling it on the secondary market. So, yeah. Use the code TTP Sports, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Great deal. Do not pass it up. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight's stream once again. Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Job's not done yet, though. Job is not down yet. Go Birds, baby.